So sales are dipping at Walmart, right? And Trump said, "Eat the tariffs," and the Walmart's gonna eat the tariffs. They're gonna pass that on to the customer, which they already are doing. So the prices are increasing. They're laying off people, right? People here in town in Brownwood that voted for Trump, and they're like, "Oh shit, they're laying me off," and they're firing people per policy for occurrences and stuff like that. When they would let it go, so they're firing people and then hiring people at part time, right? Because make America great again, right? Like, there's so many part-time workers now, and there's so little full-time workers, and they won't allow these part-time workers to take full-time positions that they're hiring for, right? There's like some full-time positions they're hiring for, but they're not promoting within and transferring up within. Cost is up, you're losing your job, you don't have any hours. This is making America great again, right? This is fucking great.
What I'm trying to figure out is, who the fuck Orange Palpatine think he is? Like, how the fuck can you tell another business what to do and how to operate? You feel me? I don't fucking shop at Walmart. I stopped shopping at that motherfucker years ago. You feel me? But Orange Palpatine take his big, tall, orange ass on his Truth Social and talking about Walmart should eat the prices, eat the costs, don't fucking raise prices on the consumers. Motherfucker, the reason why they got to raise the fucking prices is because of your fucking tariffs. And you get your ass on the fucking internet and talking about don't fucking raise the price. Who the fuck you think you is? First of all, to tell another fucking company how to run they shit. When you are the reason why we got to raise the fucking prices. This is some crazy ass shit. You feel me? You getting mad because businesses are raising prices due to you. You are the reason why they got to raise the fucking prices. But nevertheless, we're going to see what type of business Walmart is on. Let's see what they do. They could say, they could give Orange Palpatine a good fuck you and say, it is what it is. Motherfucker, you the reason why we in this shit. So we going to do what we said we gonna do and raise the prices, or we gonna see if they buy it out like a little bitch. We gonna see what type of business they on. I'm gonna wait and see what type of business they on, cause something tells me they gonna buy it out like a little bitch. But we'll see. But then again, I don't know. But I just want to come to you guys with a little quick video. Let's see what type of business their ass is on. Is they a bitch? Or if they gonna stand like a grown man, be like, no, fuck that. You the reason why we in this shit. We gonna raise our fucking prices because of you. Fuck you. And if you don't like it, it is what it is. You motherfuckers don't got to shop there anyway.
Guys, I am in Walmart and I am looking for the baby pull-ups. Why are the pull-ups $30? When I mean, look, $30 for some pull-ups is out of control. Is wilding. Like, they only have them on for 5 minutes. So what do y'all think that a parent should do? Get the small pack or just put more diapers on them? But what about when you're trying to train your child? Is it a difference? So let me know what y'all think. Do y'all think that is out of control, or do y'all think that is a perfect price for some pull-ups? I don't think that's cool for a small box of pull-ups.
If you had 1,000 people working there before, and now there's only 500, that's not so good. But supposedly Walmart says that they anticipate that they're going to be able to maintain or even increase the amount of people working for them as this automation occurs. To me, I'll believe it when I see it, guys, because so far all we have seen when it comes to AI and automation is people losing jobs, not gaining jobs. But we'll see. I mean, it's too early to tell. I can't sit here and tell you I know everything about this because I don't. But you know, these layoffs are having some unintended consequences throughout the economy. Just this week, Meta announced that they were going to be laying off 5% of its workforce, and they have about 74,000 people that work for them. So let's see how much that is. That's about 3,700 people that just lost their job from Meta this week, okay? And supposedly, it's going to be just the low performers. That's what they said last time we talked about this, that they were just going to be doing performance evaluations and eliminating the people who aren't carrying their own weight. Okay, fair enough, right? But actually, it's turning out to be more than that, because a lot of Meta employees who were recently laid off have been saying on social media that despite receiving high ratings on performance reviews, that they received the notice that they're being let go anyways, and also other people who are on parental leave are also receiving this notice. They talked to one guy who was a product manager at Meta. He said that he was performing at or above expectations during a mid-year performance review. I got zero signal that I was underperforming or at risk of being put on a performance improvement plan, and he's somebody who just lost his job. Apparently, Mark Zuckerberg lied. Big surprise there. And you know what, guys? It's his company. He can do whatever he wants, right? It's a free country. You know, lay off as many people as you want. But you don't have to lie to people. You don't have to say, oh, you know, we're going to do this and that and the other thing. If you don't really stack up, then you'll be let go. You know, you don't have to say that if it's not true. Just be honest and say that we're trying to increase our profit margins and we're just going to have to let people go. Of course, we're going to start with the lowest performers, but other people might lose their jobs too. And of course, we're on the verge of the same thing happening with the federal government, with the DOGE department. They're looking at slashing tons of jobs. Like I made a video about this a couple of weeks ago, that 2 million federal workers got a notice that they can either come back and work in the office, or they can take their full pay until September of this year and be let go. Whether or not that's going to be followed through with, I don't know yet. But what you can see, the main theme here is a lot of people are losing jobs. These are mass layoffs, and they are having significant implications on the economy. These people earn a lot of money, which means they spend a lot of money. And it also means all of these people who are losing their jobs are going to need a new source of income pretty soon. And some employees are getting smart, and they're looking at how well a company is doing financially right now before even accepting a job offer with them. Because it would be stupid, first of all, for a company to even be hiring if they're not doing so great financially. But it would be even dumber to accept a job offer for the company that's hiring you that's not doing well financially, because your days are probably already numbered from the get-go. And so the bigger overall implication on how this is affecting people and their psychology and how everybody views work, we're seeing this huge erosion of job security, which has been happening for many years, but really it's becoming very prevalent today. You have all these major companies who are announcing these widespread layoffs, and at the same time, they have growing profit margins or increased stock prices. That really decreases the amount of trust that people have when it comes to working for these companies.
Walmart now is laying off 1,500 employees. Just come off the press. Not only that, their price hikes are going up. Like, look, this is just a shit show. And this is what the American people wanted. 78 million, 77 million people. This is what you wanted. You wanted all this shit. You wanted Lowe's to fucking lay people off. You wanted Walmart to get laid off. What if you're one of the fuckers that gets laid off? How do you feel about this situation now? You could be one of the ones that gets laid off. I want to know what it feels like to have voted for that orange man, okay, that's sitting up there in that office, not giving a shit about you, and you go and you clock in at your fucking job, and then all of a sudden they say, hey, you're laid off. You're laid off. The tariffs, we can't afford you and we can't afford the products. How do you feel putting that bastard in office and now you're laid off? I think it's fucking great. And I hope you fucking learned a lesson. I really do. I think all you whacked out MAGAs learned a lesson. I don't want to see one fucking comment of bullshit from you guys in the comments, because I know some of you the fuckers, you got to watch what you say on here, because TikTok don't like it because it's political. I hope you feel it. I hope you're one of the ones that gets laid off. I really do. I hope that you're like, damn, maybe I should have voted different. Damn, maybe I should have done things better. No, you just followed the herd like everybody else. So, hey, if you lost your job, sucks for you.
I know you ain't. I know you ain't. I know you ain't in no Walmart. I know you ain't in no Walmart. Now, I gave y'all the list and the dates months ago for this blackout. It's part 2. May the 20th through the 26th. Get out. Leave the cart. You. And for those of y'all who like, I'm being stopped shopping at Walmart, we know. We know. We know you been stopped shopping at Walmart. But for you who in Walmart right now, get out. Get out. Because you know you ain't supposed to be in there this week. You got them dates. Get out.
Listen, I am not defending Walmart. But the Trump administration telling Walmart to eat the tariffs, first of all, I thought it was China who was going to eat the tariffs. But you know who can't eat the tariffs? Small businesses. The margins are so tight that there's no way that small businesses like mine can do that. And we don't have the capability to open up factories here in the US either. But Walmart could do that. And then Trump calling up Walmart and telling them not to raise their prices and telling them what to charge. When the government starts telling corporations what to do, well, that's not capitalism anymore. That's communism. And the whole point of the tariffs, he said, was to make it uncomfortable for people to continue to buy products made outside the US. So if Walmart keeps its prices low and gets its products from outside the United States, what's the incentive? It doesn't even make sense. Walmart's going to do what's best for Walmart. They don't really care about their consumers. They care that their consumers keep buying their goods. So they're going to charge their consumers what they will to get them to keep buying. Meanwhile, Trump and his administration have no idea what they're doing. There are no deals coming.
Walmart is cutting 1,500 jobs in a reorganization aimed at cutting costs. Now you know why Walmart wants to cut costs. T-Day. Walmart is following in the footsteps of a lot of companies who are raising prices and cutting workers right as the impact of tariffs begins to hit. This is why I urge people to be very vigilant no matter where you work. First quarter layoffs did not seem that bad this year because companies have been saving them for the second quarter, and we're seeing them hit everywhere, from UPS to Walmart. And despite the administration warning Walmart that it should eat the cost of tariffs, Walmart will not be doing that. They're raising prices this May. So if they haven't already, expect prices at your local Walmart to go up soon. Like it or not, people are losing their jobs and inflation is back, baby. And it's almost all due to these tariffs. To the administration for this chaotic tariff policy that is jacking up the prices.
The world's largest retailer just waved the white flag on tariffs, and Americans are about to pay the price. Walmart announced it can no longer hold the line on rising import costs and will begin to raise prices on everyday goods. Why? Simple. It's the tariffs on Chinese imports. Even after being slashed from a ridiculous 145% to 30%, they're still bleeding the supply chain dry. Behind the scene, Walmart executive warned the administration weeks ago, if you keep pushing these tariffs, the shelves will be empty, prices will spike, and working families will feel the pain. That warning was fucking ignored. Now, instead of solutions, we get threats. The response, a furious post on social media demanding that Walmart eat the tariffs. Apparently, profit margins can magically absorb an international trade war. Never mind that Walmart operates on razor-thin margins based on volume. And just days earlier, the Commerce Secretary laughed off calling the fear of rising prices silly. The administration is ignoring millions of Americans who rely on groceries, clothes, and essentials from places like Walmart. The cost of this trade war is coming straight for your fucking wallet. And the blame lies exactly where it belongs, with the administration.
Let's get this straight. Who believes in free enterprise more, Democrats or Republicans? Well, let's look at the evidence. Donnie Jezebel Trump has imposed a whole bunch of tariffs. And you know, the producers, the people who make things and then sell it to us, they're paying the tariffs from stuff that's coming in from other countries. And just about all of them say, yeah, as the tariffs come in and we have to pay them, we got to raise the consumer prices. And good old all-American Walmart, like the Walton family, that Walmart, very Republican right-leaning group of people, they just announced that they can't absorb the price increases for much longer, meaning they're going to have to raise our prices. And Donnie Trump, he doesn't like that. So he tweeted out in all capital letters that Walmart should eat the taxes. Now, let me ask you something. Don't forget, Joe Biden had some tariffs, some small, very targeted tariffs. If Joe Biden had tried to impose his will on our free enterprise system, if he said, you don't raise your prices, Fox News and the GOP would have exploded. How dare the president do that? They would say. That is a fact. Republicans hate anything that smacks of price controls, government intervention. If Joe Biden even hinted that he's telling major corporations or even tiny Main Street corporations what to do with their prices, the right-wing media and the whole Republican Party would have been marching on the streets. But when Republicans' dear leader, the cult leader, says it, not a word. They accept it as they accept everything. Hey, Donnie. Walmart and all the other companies are going to raise our prices. There's just no question about it. The tariffs are 10%, then they're 50%, then they're 145%, then they come down. Wherever they end up, the producers, the wholesalers, they're going to pass those prices on to all of us. And the inflation numbers are going to go only one direction, Donnie, up. And we're all going to rightly blame you, Donnie. You won't be able to blame Uncle Joe on this one.